Hi everyone, it's Justina from Lady J Crochet, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how I do my super bulky yarn pom-pom with my Clover USA pom-pom maker. Now this is their 3 3/8 inch pom-pom maker. I got it at my local Michael's craft store probably 2 years ago. And at first, when I made pom-poms, I had no idea what I was doing. And over the years, with lots of practice and trial and error and tips from other makers, I have found a way that works for me. And so what I use is, I don't even use a full skein of the yarn. I do know that when you start at the beginning, using the freshest, most crisp yarn, you get the freshest, most crisp pom-pom, though really you can use leftovers from projects, whatever you really want to use, but to get the most crisp pom-pom, you need to use the freshest skein. I also use 2 different pairs of scissors. These ones are for actually cutting around when I snip the pom-pom off of the maker, and this is the pair of scissors that I use to trim. Now these ones are fabric, actually they're both fabric cutting scissors. I don't know where I got them because this one was my mom's and this one my mother-in-law got for me, but I'm pretty sure this was purchased at Joann Fabrics, and you can see it's Scotch brand titanium, and this one says it was made in Italy and it's chrome plated, and they're just, this one cuts around really well and this one actually doesn't. It's a little thinner, but it's really sharp for trimming, making pristine trim cuts on your pom-pom. So I'm now going to show you how I wrap the yarn on my yarn pom-pom maker. So I'm going to take my super bulky yarn, and I'm using the color Fisherman. I'm just going to take quite a bit off. You use quite a bit. I don't know the exact yardage, but you probably use 1/8 to 1/4 of a skein. So I take the yarn and I wind it around and I fold it over to kind of secure it, and I pull it a little bit tightly, and then I bring that down. And now I fairly loosely, loose tension, not too loose, not too tight, wind around, and I squish it to the left, but I don't squish too tightly because I want it to be a little bit loose. Otherwise the pom-pom will be too heavy. Now you want it to have more of a crisp, airy look. So here we are. You can see that there's a little bit of blue showing, but not too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to sort of fill in some of those looser gaps going back. For this is my second wrap around. And so I'm going to go back and you can see I'm filling in the gaps that were sort of left from round 2. So this is the 3rd wrap. And a 4th one, doing the same thing. Not doing it too tightly, doing it loose tension all the way around. And so that was my 4th one. I'm going to do 1 more back and forth for 6 total wraps. When that happens, no worries, just keep going. It gets kind of hard towards the end because your yarn sometimes just wants to slip off here. Go, last wrap around. There we go, and then you just close it. I pull it through this little, I don't even know what to call it, a little nook. I cut my yarn. I do the exact same thing on the other end, so I'm going to just pull a bunch of yarn off. Get it nice and loose. Do it on the other side. I'm going to do it faster this time though. I'm going to try to mimic what I did on the other side almost exactly, but you know, it's hard to make perfect twice, so it will be slightly different, but hopefully just the same enough so that it's symmetrical. So, and it's okay if, see, there are gaps, like I left a little gap here and a gap here. We're going to fill that back in when we go back around for our third wrap around. So this is number 3. And 4. Pull some more yarn. 5. And the last one, 6. All right. Snip it. There you have your yarn wrapped around on both sides. Now what I do is I take a length of yarn, probably 2 feet is more than enough, because what you're going to do is you're going to tie with this string, and you're going to have 2 ends for attaching to your hat later. So now I'm going to snip with the scissors I've chosen to be the snipping scissors. All the way. There we go. Take your yarn that's folded. Now, to tie, put it through. I tie it once here, and you want to pull it very tightly. Now, I flip my maker around, and I tie it again on the opposite side, but this time I'm going to double knot it. You want to pull it so tight that your pinkies are going to hurt and probably get calluses. And then yeah, double knot, flip it over one more time, and double knot on the other side. This does secure your pom-pom very well, so long as you pull hard enough. There's the double knot. Now I can take my pom-pom off of the pom-pom maker. And here we are. Fluff it a little bit. I usually have a couple loose ends that come out, but that's no big deal. So this is my pom-pom before trimming. And in a different video, I'm going to show you how I trim my pom-pom with my Scotch scissors. So that's how you make a pom-pom, and later I'll show you how to trim it.